Your finance team pulls one number, sales pulls another, operations swears by a third. Nobody in the room is lying. The data simply doesn't agree with itself anymore. Self-service analytics used to be the goal. Now it's the default. New workspaces, reports, and datasets appear every week, built by teams moving fast with no one holding the full picture of what exists, where it lives, or who's responsible for it. When no one can say for certain who has access to sensitive data, or why, that's no longer a technical detail. It's an audit finding waiting to happen. Teams quietly rebuild the same report because they don't trust the one that already exists. And decisions slow down. Not because the business is unsure what to do, but because it's still arguing about the numbers. This is the shift mature organizations make. They stop treating governance as a rulebook that slows people down and start treating it as the structure that lets teams move quickly without losing control. In Fabric, that means giving every data asset a clear owner, a sensitivity label, a place in a shared catalog, and ongoing visibility. So, speed and trust stop competing with each other. Picture the difference this makes day to day. An analyst searching for revenue data finds one endorsed, clearly labeled dataset instead of 5 conflicting versions. A compliance lead opens a single view and can see exactly what sensitive data exists and who's touching it. A new hire becomes productive on day 1, working from the same trusted view as everyone else on the team. The organizations that get this right don't start by buying a tool. They start by naming accountable owners for the data that matters most: sales, finance, operations, and structuring governance around how the business actually works, not around how the technology happens to be wired. Governance doesn't end at launch. The organizations that stay trustworthy apply sensitivity labels consistently as new data is created, and they revisit what's certified on a set schedule, not just when something goes wrong. Trust holds up because it's maintained, not because it was declared once. Technology can enforce a rule. It can't decide which data matters most or what sensitive means for your business. That judgment comes from the people who understand the business context, which is exactly why the strongest governance programs are built jointly, not handed down from one department to the rest. When governance is done well, something quietly changes. Teams spend less time arguing about whose number is right and more time acting on the number they all agree on. Compliance becomes a natural byproduct of good structure instead of a last-minute scramble. And when the business is ready to adopt what comes next, including AI, it's building on a foundation it can actually trust. So the real question isn't whether your organization has data governance somewhere on a policy page. It's whether, right now, you could prove what data you have, who can access it, and why, with confidence. If the answer isn't an immediate yes, that's not a failure. It's simply where the next step starts.